Now let's check back into Jack Ingram's Acoustic Motel to see who he thinks is worth checking out this week. Come on, Jack, show us.
Muchas gracias, Ray. And thanks to y'all for checking into the Acoustic Motel. This time I get to introduce you to a young Texas singer-songwriter named Cody Riley. Now, one of my good friends, Mr. Wade Bowen, we use that term friend loosely, was so impressed with this kid's songwriting that he co-produced Cody's latest EP and subsequent full-length album with a never-gonna-quit work ethic and a bag full of good country songs, and I do mean country. I give you this week's featured artist, Cody Riley.
She said, do you miss me, yeah? And before I forget, there's a little something in the console, baby. Just a little something I wrote. Just a little something I left to remind you home.
Something I wrote was the first time I ever got to write in Nashville, and it turned out it was with Mondo Signs, which was awesome, you know. This cool thing happened to me on my way to Nashville. I drove all the way there. My girlfriend called me and was like, hey, I left a little something in your console, you know, you ought to read it. And I was like, okay, so I read it, and it was just a real sweet note, you know, good luck, that kind of stuff, and Mondo loved it, and he was like, man, that's the song. That's what we got to write it about. The name of this EP is going to be Dozen Dead Roses, and it's also a song. It's going to be like the title track of the EP.
And there's a dozen dead roses in my passenger seat, riding shotgun with a wine you'll never drink. It was falling like a tear rolling down my cheek.
We wanted to get something on the radio real fast. So we put out these 5 songs first, and I got enough to do a full record, so I'm gonna go right back in the studio and get to hammering away on it. You know, at the beginning of this record, me and Todd were talking about who would be a potential producer for it. He asked me who my favorite artist was. I was like, well, Wade Bowen, I love that guy. At first, was a little hesitant, you know, we sent him some songs and stuff, and he seemed to dig it, and he was like, man, I don't know if I'll have a whole lot of time. He said, I'd really like to maybe bring in my keyboard player, Ross Smith, on it. I said, well, man, that's awesome. You know, I just would love any of your input on it. Turned out he was there just about the whole time through all the main parts of the recording, and he did a lot of changes, and they were all great. I mean, I think he nailed it. So it's a country record. It's awesome. I love it.
Then you trip until you fall. Take your hands off my heart, 'cause you're too reckless with your own.
Take Your Hands Off My Heart was the first song I ever wrote with my girlfriend, Sasha. It wasn't really about anything in particular. We were just sitting there and we were just talking about love songs, and when you start any love song, it always turns into a sad song. I started at a young age, you know, all my family played, and it's just been a passion. I'm addicted to it. I'll spend my last dime on it sometimes, so.
Take your hands off my heart, 'cause you're too reckless with your own.